So say today and
Yeah, there's a power. Oh, don't tell him that.
Yeah, it just goes right to my head.
Limit
The walk through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't go to the rock country. What's that mean? You can't go through that.
Oh, I see, good. We can't have any conversation over here, you know.
Because it's been recruited. Morning.
Maureen. Hi.
Our new guy. Oh, this is
Oh, this is a cone. This is a cone.
It's a county code. You got it. That's interesting. It's board that automatically moves around.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can see if I got my haircut back here.
Yeah. So, but part of it is, you can, when you're kind of talking, you can turn around, and look at the camera. So.
Oh, yeah, okay, good,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, how you doing? Yeah.
And then if anybody is sergeant at arms, they can always, by being in front of the rotary, maybe
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good, yeah. And I think it's, so. Stuff there, is that? It's kind of dark. I'm just trying to think, there's a reverse thing. Sometimes when there's printed material out there, it's reversed. I think he changed that setting. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Yeah.
Probably noticed international like money for the home. And I'm trying to take that where there is a market that I know numbers. Yes, it's good timing. Yeah, They are income, not making a plan. People's plans, you know. No, my son, I have to take some things there, and last minute. But it's hard to. Once he's coming May through on, so. Makes that. Most one they heard it.
Okay, let's break the meeting. You okay with that? Okay, I'm starting the meeting. Sergeant of Arms.
If you would please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
And to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if you'll join me in the four-way test of we think, say, or do. First. Second.
Third, all third.
Okay there? You should know it from the front by now. And fourth.
Good job.
And fifth.
All right, good.
Sixth.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so. Jerry.
What?
Hi.
Hi,
You have an inspirational comment?
we do.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna quote Winston Churchill.
Oh, nice.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I think he said that just about the time Germany was.
Cigar, yeah.
And we do have the Chinese overhead, you know.
Yeah, right. Everything's all set.
Insecure.
Yeah, okay. And as far as guests, we have Anya. Anya? I get that right? Good, okay. She's gonna be our speaker today, so welcome. Welcome. Yeah, thank you.
Well, she came back.
She came back again? Awesome, Marie. Thank you very much. Yeah. We need to, I guess Kyle's not here, but we gotta get you an application if you decide you want to. You want an application? Awesome. Okay, good. Great. Lots of things to do. And, so as far as birthdays and anniversaries and things of that sort, we have, well, Kristen Odegaard. I don't know if anybody's online there, but Kristen Odegaard's birthday is today. Today, so happy birthday to Kristen. So
That'll probably pop in here momentarily.
yeah, probably. So, and then there's a whole bunch more coming up in the weeks to come, birthdays and things of that sort. February was a busy month. For some people. So with that, anybody have any quick announcements? I always look at you.
I do not.
Okay. That's amazing. Okay, so on the reports, we have the treasurer back there counting all the bills.
Yeah.
Pay your dues, okay. Dues are $150 for the club and $50 or 25 for Paul Harris, and that's kind of an optional kind of thing. But so, secretary's report.
Okay, I'm gonna take Amy's 20 minutes.
Motion to accept this report is read.
Yeah.
Motion failed, lack of a. Next board meeting, Tuesday, February 21st. Last week we had Skyline Elementary here and Christina mentioned that, they were having that by the end of that day, they know the amount of the Apex fundraiser that they had. And they ended up collecting $40,143 from that fundraiser. And so she said, that gives the PTA enough motivation to continue going forward. When I originally put the website together and copied their link to GoFundMe, it was not working. And so we traded emails and I got it fixed. I think it's working out. Just her parents were the first ones that wanted to go on site and give some money. Also on that vein, I have talked and emailed Scott Patton and Steve Berline about getting a meeting for Brian and I and them to go to the site. I've got the drawing that Jim gave us over the pathway, but I want to actually go out and see exactly where we're going to do it. And since Brian is going to honcho the crew that's going to put it down, because he knows how to put it down without burning his pants.
You know how to light a torch.
Yeah, I know how much we're not sure what I'm gonna burn. Keep staying close.
On Apex, if you were given a contribution to burn to Apex site, Apex keeps 50% of it. So if they raise $40,000, $20,000 actually goes to PTA. So if you want to make any kind of contribution to,
Don't do it to them.
don't do it through Apex. Just, write a check directly to, I mean, Apex does a ton over the course of that, with those few weeks. And putting in the infrastructure, the fundraising abilities, they send people there every single day. They oversee the fund run.
Yeah.
But it 50%.
That's a lot.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
So contribution directly to.
Direct is good, yeah. Thank you for that.
Well, and they do have that GoFundMe site, but they take a percentage too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not that much, but
5%.
yeah, something like that. So thanks, Colin, for that. This is just a meeting that's coming up at the Senior Center on February 22nd, but there's going to be a broad insight. It's going to be one of the officers, Community Service Officer Margaret Cooper is going to talk about fraud, and she's offering that to anybody that wants to come. And I'm probably talking more to our seniors because we're the ones that are getting hit up on the phones and making requests all the time. So if anybody's interested, they may want to go to that. That's it.
Okay, thanks, Gary.
I still have 19 minutes left.
Okay. So, yeah. Don, do you have anything as president-elect?
No, there wasn't a lot going on last week in my Rotary world.
What about this weekend, Mr.
Yeah.
Black?
What about it?
What are you doing?
What am I doing this weekend? Just having friends overnight, Saturday night.
I thought it was,
Going bike riding.
I thought it was Pets Week.
No, that's next week.
Next week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Or the weekend after, second.
better check that out. Might be.
No, I got my calendar.
Okay.
I do have some homework to do still before the test. But I'm the type of guy, if I do it 2 weeks ahead of time, I'll forget it.
That's the way I am.
So.
I'm like the last minute, then they know it. You know, you if you do it too early, you're like, what happened?
No, one president-elect did it on Friday night of the conference.
I'm gonna be there Friday morning.
Yeah, I get ahead of this, get ahead of the curve.
Yeah, our district 50/50 event is actually Friday after that. They have courses you can take in the morning as well, so I just kind of worked it backwards, how early I thought I could get to CTAC, on Friday. So I probably won't be at the meeting on Friday.
Next Friday.
That's would be the 17th.
Double Friday.
Yeah, no, that's good. That'll be fun down there, I think. I didn't, we had ours on Zoom, of course, it wasn't quite as much fun, but it'll be really cool. So thanks for doing that.
One of the things that I really got out of mind was the different fundraising events that all the other clubs had. We came back with a beer and wine tasting for my festival that thing, and
Oh, really?
turned out to be a lot much more fun than selling poinsettias.
Well, and then, Chris and I have a course coming up in March.
Yeah.
Bellingham.
That'll be fun.
Up in there later.
Yeah. I think there's a couple others coming too, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be carpooling up there.
I'm gonna go. That'll be for us.
That will be cool. Okay, great. Thanks for that, Don. And then,
come back with any ideas like that.
Good one to compete with their neighbors.
In the application.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't have to walk with the 20 hours.
Yeah, it's on. Anyhow, okay, so club services, Ron, great, good. I think one thing where we're gonna put the template in the bag for this stuff here on how to connect all the gear up to it and how to get it turned on and stuff like that, because that would be pretty helpful, and just keep the password silent or whatever, so.
Yeah, we don't wanna have the template in the bag of the computer with the password on it.
Yeah, it could be maybe behind, taped onto this or something, so,
Not a bad idea.
yeah, well, somewhere else, you have a wallet size, Okay, so Brian, glad you're here today. Hope everything's good with your wife.
Yeah, everyone's great, actually, feeling, but, there's nothing new for me, but I'll have stuff on the calendar this through the week, and then I'll talk about it, next week.
You weren't here last week, but I talked to Sarah Parks, and so they're in the process of Jessica, they're in that department, they're going through the process of every club or organization that has responsibilities for cleanups and stuff like that, for areas, they're renewing. Gonna renew them. So, just,
So I need,
I gave her an overview of.
There's only one part of that they had on their contract was that we had to lock the gate.
Yeah.
Took that out, so that.
But that was town on those, not.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, no, that'd be great, because honestly, I didn't have a clue that we did one meeting forever. So, didn't even know that.
Living part.
Yeah, London Park.
Well, there was a guy that used to belong to this club that was in charge of city
Right.
parks for a while. And we kind of became his employee,
Yeah.
you know.
So I had to do the last thing we did there. And I was like, "We do this one." So, yeah, so we need to get, basically just put everything on the calendar as a rotation, just kind of.
The row, is it Market Street next to Hagen,
That's one.
dire need.
That's the stuff that will be on the calendar and next Friday, I'll tell the date. Decide if you're messing around this week, just go to our deal, you'll see it on there, you can sign up. And if it's Friday, I'll go over what I put on the calendar. So for the skate park, the Market Street, I never can remember the name. We do
16.
That'll be the other ones that we need to clean up. And so, yeah, so we'll get that on.
so if I understand this right, or maybe I'm not, we have to redo our applications for all of them.
No, the city is gonna contact everybody and
Re-up.
look for re-ups. I'm not sure why they're doing that, because I thought it was at infinitum, because we got signage on 16th Street, we got signage on Market. And I don't think we have signage on Lundin.
I think there's signage right around the corner here, heading towards my house by Marcus's.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Odds are we don't have, odds are what they're doing, if they're saying they don't have a contract in place, probably. That's just my guess of why they would re-up it, is not, the new contract, then we have to everything, the rules, right? So the odds are that's probably why they're doing it, whenever they had a employee change, they probably went and got his files.
This is the first official, person that's in charge, directly in charge of all of it. And she's gonna be looking at a lot of different things.
We want to make sure we have our A signs out there.
Yeah.
A boards.
We gotta get those done.
Okay.
We could get one of those A board signs, but you know, at Christmas time, they had those mannequin gals, you know?
I thought that was you.
Yeah, we could have those set up so people would like, okay, I better join Rotary and,
That's a lot there, that's a bad vision for my.
you know. I'm kind of looking forward to picking up garbage and cleaning up the streets, so. That was a tip from Dawn.
He's the first one you're listening to talk.
Give me first to find out.
Okay, great. That's awesome. I'm doing a lot of stuff here. So anyhow, Jim, Simon Foundation, anything this?
Yeah, Jack and Gary and I are gonna get together and coordinate the flow of the program and monies, so they have that coordinated. You know, we highly encourage everybody to please put in the extra $50 or $100 a year for Paul Harris, and that helps us get the club and Chris presidential citation. It's part of the thing.
Plus, I think, doesn't that help with grants? So when we give money out, we get money back, so. The more we get, the more we
Multiply.
multiply it, right?
Is there a threshold that the club needs to hit in Paul Harris money to satisfy the requirement for some of this grants?
I think there is.
Yeah.
Or is it just everybody's?
We're both trained every year. So it's the,
I think
Look at the signs up there, but
Oh, okay. I got you.
those are a couple of them, but also, we have a goal that we try to get, I think it was 2,100, something like that, that we budget. We've exceeded it ever since, Jim took it over. So it's kind of, we've been going up. So,
I know you had the kind of same thing in Florida, right? Yeah. I mean, there's a- yeah. So and then, Ron? So are we still thinking about doing the St. Patrick's Day thing over at the golf course or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just,
Probably not saying, not on the day, because it's gonna be.
yeah, no, that's a weekday or whatever, and I have to go to bed.
Some time around.
Okay, I just. And then there's a meeting after the board meeting.
Meeting after the board, meeting after the board.
Great. Awesome. Okay, international services.
I do have an announcement.
I know.
I got an email yesterday from Marty, who said that Peter did pass out all the kits to our village, Rio Amarillo, and he's happy about that.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
really working
Yeah.
well. Thanks for being the person you are. And then Kyle's not here. I think he's still working on the survey, so that's good. He's pretty busy with a lot of things, so we'll see where that comes in out here in the next couple of weeks. So, and I don't see, let's see. Okay, there's just a couple of people on there. Vocational and youth services, I think Kristen's still working on that, and Lance, as you had a report last week, that he's gonna be getting ready to, you know, work the crowd over for help on that, for interviews and critiques and matrices and all that stuff. So that's really cool. There's a lot of money in the pot for that, so that'll be awesome. And then scouts, so we had Troop 88 girls is going well. There's like, I don't know, 50 some scouts in there rocking it and doing lots of good stuff. And then the packs kind of dwindled down. It's kind of a normal roller coaster kind of a thing, you know, because everybody ages out and all of a sudden it's like, where'd everybody go? So James put together some scout adults from the scout office came, and some a bunch of people came there, had signs out and had flyers in the school and things like that. And we, it was over at the Grange and we had like 3 people show up, which is a bummer, 3 kids. And I told them to bring their friends, you know, and trying to get that. So I think, we're working that. And a couple parents came, so we kind of laid out the program. Here's what it's all about. And so the parents come and they go over here and the new kids come over here and they were making like these boats for the rain gutter regatta and there's an inflatable lane thing with water in it and you get to make these things and they were just having a ball doing that. And then you blow on it and you have a race and all that. So they were really pumped up about it. So I think it's gonna be kind of cool. We just gotta kind of keep working it. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, sir.
Okay. So that's what that's at. And then, public relations and IT and programming. It's going good.
Yeah, yeah. We have on here today to talk about, Audio the Joy of Lake Stephen. And then, next week is, I actually forget his last name, but this guy named Bill is talking about the holidays. It's actually a nonprofit, which I had no idea about. That's interesting. And then a local company, Whisper Innovations, will be coming the following week. And they list themselves as environmental consultants, but they, what I know them for is they created electric autonomous lawnmowers, which will, wow, they work as a Roomba, but if you're, yeah, yeah, and so, and they're like Stevens. So, yeah.
Also nice.
Yeah. You know, our friends have.
Does it work?
It cuts their lawn and it only goes in the lake sometimes.
Okay. Awesome. So, let's see here. Tracy, do you have anything? Okay. Okay, good. And then, I think we're at the part where the sergeant of arms comes out. Did I surprise anybody?
It's interesting that our grand prize winner last week was not here. He's supposed to have maybe he's vacationing with his money. Well, you know, we heard it. So I guess the whole winning tickets, have the red one. And please read a lot of the last 3 numbers.
495.
Who has 495? Hey, that will win the winner.
Think, I'm not somebody to do it. Don't like that.
493, 494, 496. And there's 126. Fucking hand. Why did I do that? Where's Paul Harris? Yeah, all right. Excellent. That's the only time I ever wanted. I want to pick on one. All right, we do a couple of finds. Who's last in? Last in, last in, last in. Last in. Are you on one?
Chair all the way over here.
Get the cord. Stop wearing a name. There we go, there we go. You got yours, yours. You wearing your name badge there, Doc? He's not listening. There we go. Anybody can find themselves for the other reason. Good, good. How are we doing there online? Larry, good to see you. Section way over here. Yeah. All right. There you go.
I gave it my Venmo office.
Excellent. All right, Tracy, happy bucks?
Happy bucks. Yep. I'm glad to see everybody. I wish I were there and just hope everybody has a great weekend.
All right. Be up front here.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, are you happy?
I'm happy, yeah, I'm
And
happy.
a couple, 3 of you have some anniversaries, birthdays, spouse birthdays coming up, including the president.
Kristen Odegaard, so.
No, I was thinking of Mrs. Vallow.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You remember her?
I remember her. I just saw her this morning. Good. So that's for her birthday. I have her birthday on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's great to see everybody here.
There you go. Good job.
And our birthday gal from last week.
I'm still having a birthday. I'm not sitting here.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know, it's past, yeah, it's Friday, I don't know.
You look happy.
I mean, for Hawaii on Sunday.
How are you gonna be there? Let's pull out the work out here. Let's see, come back to see here.
So the training home is in place, not too high yet, but, that's what they find.
All right. You're happy.
I'm happy.
And here. Always happy. You have a special anniversary coming up.
Yes, it's next week, so I'll probably celebrate this week, so, but me and my new wife will be celebrating 30 years of marriage.
Wow.
I'm happy for my wife's recovery.
Yeah. Have some happy bucks. John and I both had birthdays in January, and we now have a teenage granddaughter. Work with them and down the hatch. We can ask Gary for advice. Well. I recall. Really happy. They've been really mild, like, the last, since December. And they finally got it all finished, and it really turned out good. You're doing the work yourself? Oh, yeah. It comes in over $5,000. Well, you say that with your Tesla.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not good. Say that with your Tesla, so. Are you, sharing the rest of your happy ones? I don't have any Tesla story. This is everything great and saving me money every week, and so I'm happy. I'm still very happy that I bought that car. Yeah, we do. Well, good. We're happy that it brings you here.
Wish everybody nice.
Good. Thank you. Pleasure here. Come back around here. Mr. President-elect, are you happy? Oh, I'm happy. I heard from one of our members we haven't seen lately, Dr. Sam Lewis. And some of you may know he rented a space in Snohomish, a few months ago, and just started from scratch as a concierge medicine doctor. Yeah. And he's up to 200 patients now. Wow. That means that you pay a monthly fee, or sometimes it's semi-annual or whatever, but you have unlimited access to your doctor.
So no insurance.
Yeah, he doesn't take insurance, so it's, but you still would need insurance for, major things.
Yeah.
So it's really just if you would like to have more personalized service.
Right, that's fine.
And it's more, just get more hands-on.
He's a general MD, basically, or like a primary physician or something.
He would be primary.
I'm happy to be here, headed to New Mexico on Wednesday. So
Okay, you have one job, and that's to bring back one.
yeah, it's cold there though.
It is cold.
Well, by the time you get there,
Where are you going in New Mexico?
where you going?
My sister Cindy's, you guys met her here at the corn thing. Yeah, she lives there, celebrates Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Boy, that's from
Yeah.
God's side on that one.
I'm a new employee at our work who's all Eagles, because his dad was an Eagles fan, never lived there. He's all Eagles.
Oh,
And he's gonna be down in the city, not at the game yet.
well, we're OG because we're from Iowa.
Hi, we had a fun week celebrating my husband's 40th birthday. We went roller skating, we took snow skiing lessons, and all night in his family.
What? Back that far.
About a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it was. Just good week, very busy. Took Joyce, to the senior center with Bev to watch, the movie. I didn't go. They went, I've seen the movie Sully, about the flight.
Yep.
Hudson.
Yep.
And then, Bev and her had a great time and they had lunch there and, lots of candy. Fun night, fun time.
Good. And thank you for all you do for our club.
You're welcome.
Mr. Smith, who's in Washington.
Yes, got a few happy dollars there. I guess on Wednesday, I got the tour of the new food bank building. It's moving along nicely. They're got the electricians in there pulling wire right now and fire suppression system, whatever they call it, pretty much into it, looks like, and so hoping for a spring opening.
Cool. My wife commented how she was surprised how big it is.
And, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of space there. It's gonna be a great facility.
Yeah. Excited to see this. Thank you, the community members who are working on that. I'm happy just to be here. So, and Mr. Treasurer.
I'm thankful that Lori's chickens are still producing any food.
Yeah, the cost of eggs nowadays.
Thankful very good.
So, what are you charging, like $18 a dozen?
Well, you have to dig ditches for their drainage system. Greenhouse, you have to dig, more ditches on the other side.
Manual.
1 egg an hour. Awesome, thank you for that, Dan. And then now I had one thing, so you're a counselor and we're gonna be doing the youth exchange thing. I just
Yeah.
wondering, anybody contacting
Well,
you?
we did talk about that, but it was a long time ago, I think.
Yeah.
And then I said, yeah.
Excellent, yeah. They have one more class to take and I think we just gotta be ready by June to take it. So I'll find out a little more about it. Thanks for stepping up. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a great program here, and do you want to introduce Anya? The yoga lady?
I don't think about full on in introduction, but yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that-
I don't know where you want me. I don't have anything for that. It's just me. Thanks for having me. It's a fun room. Yeah, so like even you have yoga now and I don't know how much you want to hear about yoga or business or usually people just stare at the hot yoga and ask lots of questions and I'm like, ooh, it's not for me. I can't touch my toes. So what do you want to know?
Be interactive, or you have a little thing to say or interactive?
Just know what yoga is. Just have yoga. Okay, sorry, and why everybody should try that. So we started in April. I moved to the Stevens about how to about a year and a half ago. And I used to live here about 7 years ago. So I still do a probably love with Stevens. But I practiced yoga myself for kind of on and off, all my life. And I'm like, there's no yoga studio here. What's going on? So I had this thought for probably over a decade. I'm like, okay, we need to open a yoga studio there. And sure enough, got married 2 years ago, moved back to Stevens, bought a house here, and started looking around. Couldn't find a building, still looking for a building. What is really hard, and anybody can help me out with that. We found a space at the Pathway then dance studio, right, on the 91st. Very gracious to about this and give us a little bit of a availability there, and so that's where we are right now. So we have 2 classes, and it's been going really great. A lot of people are recognizing us kind of slow because a lot of people are surprised that there's a yoga or hot yoga studio in Lake Stevens, but now it's getting out there. We have a website. You're welcome to check it out. Lake Stevens, have a lot of cars. So basically we are here, we're here to stay, and now we are looking for our own space. It's been very challenging.
So.
Very challenging.
It's not really a space.
Looking about, well, Yes and no. Kind of about anywhere between 1,200 to 2,500 square feet. So we can kind of work with it. I can work with 1,000 and work with it. If anything is better right now than where we are, because we're very limited and more people are asking for more boxes. I don't have big boxes and we're doing that. Pretty fast, but more people are looking for it.
Part of the room capability, you have to have like 7 sawdust things around.
Well, actually, the place that we are in now, I bring my own heaters and we use infrared heaters. And that's one of the big difference for our studio than a lot of other, like the home missionary store that be heard or in there. So a lot of studio uses kind of a electrical heat. We use infrared heaters. Well, we can't use in that room. Yeah. No, we're not. But it's just infrared heaters. So basically I go in about 2-3 hours and set everything up. The temperature is about 90 degrees. So what is not bad at all. So a lot of people are afraid of, oh my God, hot, no, I can't do that. So I have to use yoga and feel heat. So infrared here is very gentle and it has a lot of benefits to your joints, your skin, your breathing, your lungs, and you can't really feel because we're down with humidifiers. So you can't really feel. A lot of people are like, oh my God, that was really nice. It was just a very nice gentle heat. And yes, eventually I like to go over 100. But I'm kind of getting the public getting used to it, and we have a different classes, we have a non-legal class as well. Okay, so how many of you done yoga? Okay.
Oh, I'm impressed. I really just, I was like, you're coming to a space where in my head, I was like, I don't think many people have done yoga in this group.
Yeah, that's amazing. So how many of you done hot yoga? There's 2 people. Yeah, okay. No, that's great. That was more than I had expected because most people, and what I found out where I used to teach more than one area, then I came here, I have to kind of a level from level 5 to level 1 to do introduction and teach way more about yoga and what it's all about. And most people think yoga is just stretching, right? And then we're thinking, okay, we just need to, either I can't stretch because I can't touch my toes. Or, how many of you can't touch your toes? That's why you have to come. Right? That's the main reason. But yoga itself, is so much more. I mean, we're talking about breathing exercises, what increases your blood circulation and obviously, increases the life of your heart. Meditation, a little bit of a meditation once in a while, very healthy as well. So joint health, muscle, so much more than just a stretching, so much more. Now, hot yoga just increases all of those benefits up to a different level.
Easier to stretch when it's hot than when it's regular.
So first of all, when it's way easier to stretch, your body doesn't go through shocking, even if you're stretching and moving, it's like, oh my goodness, right? When you are warm up, when you're about 10, 15 minutes in a room before the class starts, and you start sweating is good. But it's such an easier stretch. So your body doesn't go through that shock. And you'll be surprised how easy you can go. Yeah. And like I said, besides those benefits of more detoxification and for your skin, for your very easy as well, so your pores are open up. Yeah, so you're not struggling. A lot of classes I took over years, you're struggling like, oh my gosh, I can breathe, right? How much not just the moving, focusing on the flow, I'm like, let me just breathe. So I try to stay away from that. I want to make sure that you're moving and breathing at the same time. And you're actually enjoying your class and not thinking, how do I get out of here? So, so there's a lot of benefits we can talk about. My goodness, so it's better to come and try it out. I have 8 classes right now, only 8 classes. So, but it's a good, different level, a lot of slow flow, a lot of hatha, so you kind of take place of this, I don't know any poses, what am I gonna do? I don't have to worry about it because the instructor, usually myself, and I have another gal, they'll walk you through Yeah, you can always take a break, you know, you're not there to kind of compete with anybody, you know, you're just there for your own time, give that time to yourself, or you say, you don't have, that's all that matters. And just enjoy, you can enjoy, and make how it makes you feel. Age does not matter. You feel like I'm too old, young, stop it right there, it really does not matter. I am planning to get the kids yoga as well, it's so good for kids, non-seated, but probably about age like 5 to 12. So good for them to kind of focus and find the balance. And really just listening, I think that a lot of times, you know, the cues and structures, direction will help them in life as well. You know, what they're supposed to do, or, you know, listening skills. Yeah, so that's really where we are. Like I said, you know, we're very aggressively looking for a space. We didn't have that many places available, unfortunately. And another thing is on my agenda is bringing aerial yoga as well, and I was feeling it in here a little bit. There's only 5 studios in Washington State that will do aerial yoga here, which is absolutely great for the spine, for the bones. So much. Aerial where you have a hammock to review the actually feeling, and you have weight for stretching. You know, that's like a going to product factor, way cheaper for that and way healthier. And it's not just the simply the take actually.
So, I recommend it twice a week, or 3 times a week. Really seems to be better.
Well, just part of that, and actually, well, so we have a $45 unlimited, 21 days unlimited special for new students, and then we can, you know, take it as many as you can, 3-4 times, just so your body is gonna get used to the heat. And then at least twice a week, especially when you take the one class and get your hurting on the next day, and you're like, oh my God, just like any workout, right? It doesn't really matter, it doesn't have to be anything. By hurting, you don't want to go, but you know, if you can just go, even if you just lay there, my husband always say, you know, just lay in front of my feet and do nothing. Still gonna get a lot of
But
benefit.
the math's only a quarter inch thick.
You can get them. Because the values in those thick mats are not the best. You want to have the thinner, yeah. So, any questions? Anything else you'd like to know?
Okay, I have the tried now. Do you have any recommendations?
How do you use the treadmill? Start walking?
But what kind of speed do you set it?
2 miles an hour.
Wherever you can handle. Just start wherever you can handle and you can get to yoga. And that's another thing, you know, that's kind of without, I'm not specialized in treadmill, though I use it myself, yes, but I'm a runner, so I run more outside. The other reason. But even if you do, a lot of people do other exercises, you know, so there's whatever you guys do, I don't know, give me an idea. Cycling, yeah, treadmill, running. Yoga is just an addition to whatever you do, whatever those, you know, so I've done a lot of different exercise, weightlifting, you know, for gentlemen especially. It just helps you to open up a little bit more. So imagine all of the stretches that you do. You'll be shocked how far you can go with yoga, because you are opening up your joints, you are, you know, basically, you're just so way more flexible. And plus, you're not hurting yourself as much. Your joint flexibility is just gonna be increased so much. So you're not go up, okay, no, you know, you can go so much further.
I think the other thing is it's almost like a meditation when you're in there, your life is left it outside the door.
Supposed to be, and it's probably the hardest thing. We do have a meditation practice actually do every third Friday of the month. We do sound bath meditation, which is absolutely amazing. There's being involved and getting involved, which is and it is. I mean, I think society we need to learn how to relax a little bit and give that time to you instead of everybody else, right? And that's the thing. Is the first step is just to come in and give that time. If you want a little bit more workout, I have a school club tonight at 3:30, by the way, on my favorite class. But if you want a little bit more mellow, come to a gym class. Non-seated class, for example, about 75 degrees. but that's where we hold the poses after 5 minutes. And that is the hardest class, actually. You know, that's unfortunately, it's way easier for us to move into the cardio than to stay still for 3 to 5 minutes. You'll be shocked. But you'll be shocked how you feel it's gonna be. Most people say, you know, I'm still forward. You know, you're a fan of and you were through postures, actually, there's so much feedback I can stand. Instead of standing like this, I can actually, you know, your posture can be and improves big time. So all of those, yeah, it seems like a long time, but I'll try to keep your mind going, you know, so it's like, okay. So, yeah, I mean, yoga is so much more than just, most people think, oh, you need to stretch a little bit here and there, you know, so here I am, crack, right, okay, I'm good, I'm good to go. That's what most people are. It's definitely something I think, most people need to at least, let's say, once a week. Start with a once a week period of time in your body, your mental, you know, your mind and your body to kind of connect and get those benefits.
It does take a while, you know, when you start out and you can only do this and then pretty soon you're moving farther or whatever.
Yeah, and you're not looking for how deep you're gonna go. You're not gonna stretch or have time a little bit, 5 minutes. Yeah. You know, it's not really how deep you go. I'm really focusing on your alignment first. Because if you are stretching this way, you know, instead of going to the side, you know, that your body's gonna used to that. And I've done it myself, you know, a lot of instructors, just kind of from the going in the bad path, when my first is more right away. My first is more, you all gonna come and help me, you know, but I was gonna say, so I learned myself the hard way. Because a lot of times you go to the classes, very easy classes, a lot of times instructor doesn't have that attention to you and how to correct you.
Yeah.
So that's my specialty because I'm a coach, I'm a teacher in part and been teaching for many years. So I love to do that, just a little bit of a correction and adjustment. So you're not, your alignment is way more important. I don't care if it takes you a year just to go and touch your toes, who cares? You know, it's how you feel after that, because inch by inch, group by group. Can you talk about the business plan a little bit? My business plan? So my business plan is social accountability. That's the biggest thing for us, biggest challenge, because I have more and more students coming in, and I can offer more classes. I'm stuck, like a chicken or egg, what first? So very, a little bit frustrated for you, but this is my business part of this, you're talking about, you know, so being a lot, Frontier Village, actually does not accept, I mean, that's my new, I don't know, they don't want any athletic or any kind of a tennis. Because Rob and Michael had a clause in theirs long time ago that they would be against any athletic tenants around their parking lot. So I can't get there. There's a few places available in Frontier Village. Marketplace, there's a few places available, Marketplace Willow. And they basically looking for way more revenue to come to show them that we can sustain that I can't do it. I'm like, I'm limited. So yeah, that's again, we're talking about the same source. So I'm really looking for something, anything, any ideas.
So when the folks come to you, is it a drop-in, is it a membership fee?
We have, so we have, right, and we have a 45 unlimited is for new students where basically you can try 8 classes. To and try 8 classes, and you can have drop-in, you can have a membership. We offer a loyalty membership because we're asking for people to be patient with us. But loyalty membership is our 105 a month, once again, cheaper than a lot of other places. I'm sorry. Yeah. And that includes, and we'll never, we guarantee that we'll never gonna change our price, and that will include all our other classes, including aerial yoga for that membership. And then we have other membership month to month, people kind of.
That's all on your website? That's all on your website?
Yeah, it's one of it.
These are, beginners on advanced.
Not necessarily, yeah. So when you're looking at the process, but it's something to start, how that would be is basically that's a very, when it exposes very set poses where easier, I don't want to say easier, nothing is easier in yoga, and nothing is easier in finding work. You know, I'm not one of those people that say, well, hey, please, and yes, you can do that. But, you know, any kind of workout, if you're trying something new, of course, you're gonna put some effort into it, but I'm just gonna make it easier, simpler. Hatha is just a different style, so it's 26 poses that gives you time to learn each pose, to spending the time, like anywhere a minute or two, twice to set. However, now we're gonna do a little bit more reverse energetic flow, if you like a little bit more to move through flows, which what kind of style do you like?
I like them all, honestly.
Okay, what do you think?
More meditation based.
Okay. So what kind of flow do you like the flows as well?
I like more vinyasa, but I suppose if I'm like really sore from other workouts, then I would do more combat.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, even meditation for that, you know, that's where we hold the pose for a little bit longer. Slow flows are great for beginners. So a little bit more of the flow, and it's not necessarily that it's easier, we just go slow, so that way you can keep up a little bit with the instructor and take a break in time. Pulse, I would say the most, energetic and looking weight and, workout in. But it's a fun class, fun music, fun, we kind of a little bit more aerobically. And at the same time, also using a yoga flows, you know, kind of incorporate, you know, help the funny muscles as well. Yeah, like, just it's so hard to say, like, what would you recommend? You know, I would say, recommend you to come and join the class and see what you like, see what's close to your heart. But then the reality is, it's good to balance. It's good to balance all the classes and so how you feel about it.
On the website, it kind of explains some of the.
Yes, yeah, if you go to my website, I have a lot of explanation on each class and benefits of hot yoga, yoga period, and the inverse heating, which I think it's a huge addition, you know, I'm not gonna stick to that because there's so many health benefits of that. Yeah, yeah.
Instructors, or is it all you?
So, usually all me, we have two, and I'm working on the third one, you know. That's quite a bit. And when I have once in a while time though.
So you kind of walk around the room where, my wife and I would go, and you know, I'm down there trying to do something, and I'm looking around, am I doing this right? Well, I don't know, if I'm doing this right, like I get down further, whatever.
I do, but I, you know, I have a place it's okay for me to touch you first, you know, so most people are like, oh, yeah, please, all right, so, yeah. Well, if you bring it. But no one can, yeah. So it's, I do lots of, like I said, adjustments, a little bit more, kind of a help out, especially in being, you know, just yeah, just a little bit of pressure, and you can make, you know, how far your body can go.
Yeah.
But like I said, my biggest goal is to focus on that alignment, you know, so if you're standing and you kind of this way instead of like, you know, where your hips are turning the other way, the opposite way, so just a little alignment is kind of make a big difference.
Yeah, I was kind of learning a few things about it. And I've had posture, but when you start leaning over, you put tremendous pressure on your lower spine versus being more straight up and down. So back problems and things like that.
Advanced, anybody has anything with arthritis? Most people. So that runs in my family, and if I have not done yoga, I would probably won't be able to move by now. So that's the one thing that even this is kind of a hard to move. So it can do it, but it also can prevent it as well. And we already know that, you know, that for joint health, you know, the recommendation is keep moving, you know, a lot of people moving and walking, you know, walking around. It just needs so much more of those little things that we don't do every single day, you know, on the phone, you know, this, you know, so for me, and that's like I said, you know, the hot yoga particularly that's the big favor, for your arthritis, any kind of a joint pain, start the tunnel, you know, goodness, you know, there's a, like, just a massaging your, joints, but you kind of a twist, you know, again, we don't do that through the day. So just a couple poses, you know, in a yoga class, we need to know what's happening with our organs inside, the digestion system. It's curious, the list just goes on and on and on. Thyroid problems, you know, there's so many poses that will fix that. Again, I don't know, it's not the easiest fix, it's not the fix one, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna fix tomorrow. But over time, you can cure it, we will get better, definitely, yeah. So before I let you go, so let's get up, everybody. Just for a little bit, because we've been sitting for 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a sense, listen up, you know, don't do anything crazy, have some space between your feet. You know, me closing your eyes for a moment, and try to focus on you, yeah, don't fall over, but you are not gonna fall over, relax you. And just start breathing, focusing on your breath. You're taking a deep inhale. And open your mouth with the exhalation. Letting go, just slowing down your breathing, one more time, so inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Deep, slow inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You can open your eyes. Now on an inhale, bring your shoulders all the way out to your ears. And an exhale, just drop it down. One more time. Deep. Drop it down. Imagine there's so much weight on your shoulders, just all the way down. Now we're going to put your arms up to the side. Put it all the way up. So we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, all the way up. We're going to bring your shoulders down. So you're reaching with your arms, with your fingertips, bring your shoulders down. One more time. You're reaching up, up, up. On your next exhale, we're going to twist to your right. So drop your arms, twisting to your right. Look to your right. Look over your right shoulder. And just drop your arms. Drop your arms all the way down, listening to us all the way down. Twist, twist, twist to your right, a little bit more. With your next inhale, put your arms out to the side, turning over, look at me. One more deep breath, and an exhale, turn to your left, and drop your arms down. Look over your left shoulder. So gentle, gentle twist. Another deep inhale, put your arms up, coming back to center. Your palms in together. You're going to go all the way down. Imagine your waterfall. Just all the way gently. All you can bend your knees as much as you need. Yeah. You're just press. Let it go. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. It's okay. Remember to get right side, the opposite elbow, one ball. Just let it go, let all your tension go. You leave your head. Here's the problem. If you're listening and you want to look, you don't need to. You're just eating. You're releasing the tension in your back, in your spine, and especially your head. There you go. Drop your head. Your head is like a 10 pounds. So you need to drop it all the way down. And now slowly on the next inhale, slowly lifting up. One breath at a time. Feeling that ripple effect in your spine. Bring your shoulders one more time, all the way up to your ears. And exhale, drop it down. I should feel bad. So little thing.
A lot better than
Little tiny thing. Shake it out, and
Ever look and see what the girls are doing? Yes, you hurt yourself.
like I said, it's more about listening, that's it. But I hope you guys will all come and check it out, try it out. If you have any ideas about the building or location, maybe there's somebody looking for sublease. I mean, I have a lot of times everybody I'm right around for my face, is there anything that's going on?
Where's the studio at now?
Halfway Dance Studio, on the 91st, right behind the State Farm. There's a dog day, afternoon, there's not, big building.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's upstairs, and then,
Have you looked at like industrial complexes, like in homes, they, when my kids were growing up, they mentioned now, thinking about traffic, you get a lot of eyes on the
So,
Yes and no, I mean, one, I want to say like good, I really, before we run out, thing where I like to do the feeling, I'm part of the feeling. I want to feel this. For aerial, so again, I mean, I would be happy with even the 1,000 square feet, just because it's 3 hours, so I can control it a little bit better. You know, but ideally, I would love to actually have an eye on that old veterinary building. I know it's for sale, so I'm working with a few people, because that would be ideal, because we want to bring it too far and outside involved, and there's a lot more vision for kind of putting that really health, wellness center together.
The old veterinarian building, what you said?
But there's
Across your village,
yeah, that whole building. It's such a good information, but they don't want to leave this one up. But any other ideas, please.
Is this your, first time going into this, or do you have history of?
I'm a business, I'm a financial planner as well. So financial advisor is kind of my other side, but I've been owning a business, that business for over 20 years. Yoga is my baby business. No, my independent company, primarily. Yeah, so we do, I basically teach all finances. Anywhere from insurance to retirement, getting out of debt, and any scholarships. So that's kind of goes both together. I mean, to me, the health and wellness, you know, you have to be healthy in money, you have to be healthy in body and mind all together. But yoga is just being my baby business, you know, that I want to establish. Yeah, really show people more benefits of, you know, what yoga can do for them.
What are your hours? Do you have operating hours that you have?
Yes, it's all on the website. So we have, morning classes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have a 10 o'clock morning classes, Friday evening, and Saturday afternoon classes. Yeah, so like I said, unfortunately, I'm like maxed out, and again, because they have their own class there. So that's my biggest frustration, when people are like, oh, you found it, oh, temporarily, it's all temporarily.
Well, and you said sound bath once a month on Friday?
So once a month or Friday. Yeah, so that's sound bath, 75-minute class, absolutely amazing, you know, yeah, you ever done it?
Oh, yeah, I did sound bath once, a woman in Bothell, I don't think she's operating more because she had cancer, but, I went there with a friend and I took it with a grain of salt. I was like, I'm just gonna have a good nap. This sounds like too woo-woo for me, which is saying something because I'm a very woo-woo person. But I was like, no, whatever. No, it was a transcendent experience. It was incredible. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a sound
Bath, you are not bathing, you
No.
are more of you are bathing in a sun. So I played with the Tibetan bowls, you know, there's crystal bowls and there's Tibetan bowls. I love Tibetan bowls. It's the other one, it's not the. Yeah, and you just, you just lay down, so I have a 30 minutes of deep class where you stretch, focus on the breathing exercise, you just lay down, like a meditation, so I do guided meditation every Friday. But this one is more just lay down and just listen. There's a lot of great vibration going on with a bunch of different bowls and sounds. You can feel the vibration through your body. And it's really, it's kind of like a cleansing, meditative effect happening through the body. You're welcome to fall asleep. You know, I don't think most people, when they fall asleep, and then oh my gosh, you know, what's happening? You know, yeah, but it's a healthy sleep, you know, maybe that's the best sleep ever, you know, for a long time, you know,
Or like-
a couple minutes.
I have a hard time getting into a meditative state and it's hard for me to turn my brain off but going and doing a sound bath, even if you have difficulty doing that, it like lulls you into, so it's like,
Relaxation.
Yeah.
Getting out of your presence, you know, and connecting to more really to yourself, with even yourself. And I think that it's just, I think in our life, at least life, how often we do that? Just kind of detached, right, from everything, and just like, hey, this is just me. And it took me, I won't lie, you know, it took me over 10 years practicing of yoga, and I still remember that moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking nothing, just how to get into the pose. I still remember. So when people say like, oh, I'm not good at it, you know, it takes years and years. I think you could get something good, but you still getting benefits. Your body's still getting benefits. And it's just amazing how we can apply those to our other things in life, you know, the balancing on making these decisions better. Focusing better, right? And then we take a couple breaths and say, okay, then I'm gonna react, you know, so there's so much connection.
I've seen those road apps where you plug in an address and then you turn right here, and now it's a good time to take a deep breath. There are road apps that do this.
I think I don't know, my time is probably out, right? But, so what is the reason that people, you never tried yoga? Anybody that does not? There any reason for it? Oh, hot yoga.
I felt that, but I haven't.
Okay.
I'm not in touch with it.
So wait,
Was that for you?
for what? I mean, you absolutely can, you have to be, gentle with yourself. And, you know, that, you can skip your poses. You know, so it's something that people, oh my gosh, I can't do it, but don't get intimidated by others. You know, I said, never compare yourself to me, you know, if I go quick, you don't have to go quick, you don't have to. But just a simple, gentle action.
Well, and there is also shared stuff. I know you don't offer training, but stuff like that's online.
But even if they say that you feel, just even this part that you're feeling that they're coming to, you know, there's so many YouTubes. Feel like you're not comfortable coming to your class. You know, so many YouTubes share yoga, or even laying down, sitting down, you know, saying the little things that I showed you. Yeah, well, there's a lot of different to lay down, so there's yoga too, I mean, the whole 40 minutes would be on the mat, you know, yeah. So, benefits. I really believe everybody can do it. Anybody, your limitations are just right there.
If you start doing flips, Joyce, let us know.
Well, he is.
But that's the thing, you know, most people, and sometimes people feel like, oh my gosh, you know, they're so intimidated by, headstands and headstands, you know, so, and people too, honestly, but it's not the problem, you know, that's kind of a next level, it's for fun. It's for fun, can you do it, there are benefits of it, you know, that's why I want to bring the connection to physios, because you can do those headstands kind of upside down with the support. And it's amazing, your spine stretching, you know, we all know how over time we get shorter and shorter, right, in life. You know? So that actually, the previous yoga will help you to stretch spine as well. Yeah, any other questions? Anything that I want to take, because I can talk about it all day. Anything else would you like to know when you would come? I'd love to see all you have on that.
Yeah. So,
Especially local.
thank you for being here today. It's pretty enlightening, everything. I do like the yoga. I just gotta do it.
You gotta do it. That's
In your honor, we have a $25 donation for the Lake Stevens Education Project. Last two times I did it, I tried to split it. Anything for the whole of the group? Otherwise, meeting adjourned. Thanks for being here. Next, we want to know who's things started up there.